It is. It's time to crack the books. So let's do it. Let me see right here. Yeah. All right. It's our High Priestess tonight. I love the High Priestess. One of my favorite cards. It really is. I still find that card very intriguing. I mean, all the majors are just full of downloads from source and all that fun stuff. I like to show you the different styles of all these cards before we crack the books right here. This is the High Priestess. It's a set that I got from Cyril Marcetti. These are prints. They did send me a Grand Trump deck. Problem I showed you before. It's a widow deck. Anyway, they did give me these nice prints right here. At least I can show them to you guys. It has all of Cyril's High Priestess from over the years. It's absolutely gorgeous. I'm going to set it right up here so we can look at it as we go through the High Priestess, huh? Yeah, there we go. Let's go like that with that right there. Me and my fancy props, huh? All right. This is the High Priestess from the Shadowscapes Tarot. And another problem, of course, with the Shadowscapes is that it's too little. But we got nice full pictures right here. I love it. It's a gorgeous High Priestess right there. We always love the owl with the High Priestess and the pomegranate right up there, you know, because this is Persephone's and all that kind of story about how she had to eat seeds so that she can get out of Hades for 6 months, but she has to go back to Hades every 6 months as well, right? It's the High Priestess. It's Persephone. She's been through hell and back. Who's that? Natalie. Thank you. Appreciate you. High Priestess right here. Our mysterious woman. I like this. I like the look right there. All right. Here we go. I got some majors right here. Some of my own. Show you a couple of my own right here. Well, this is my own. No, I just cut these pictures out of a book. And I stuck them on some cardboard and put a little shiny back on them. Now I call it my deck. This is from a tarot Apocalyptis. I cut their book apart a long time ago and made me a Grand Trump deck. Let me see. Where's my High Priestess at? There she is. I love her in this deck, man. Again, man, Persephone's in all of her glory right there. Again, with the pomegranate, the moon, the snake, the stars. It's all right there with this one. But this is an amazing deck all on its own, in my opinion. It's a sister deck to the Tarot Illuminati. Of course, we all seen the classic Tarot Illuminati, High Priestess, very angelic looking. I didn't have these ones pulled out, but I got to show you. And again, I cut this out of this book. Comes with a kit. Went to Michael's and got some cardstock and some shiny backing. And it's had a little project. Put together 2 Grand Trump decks that ain't nobody else got. That I know of. All right. These are some Grand Trumps that you can buy. Here we go. This is, I love this High Priestess here too. This is from the Tarot of Prague. Absolutely gorgeous. It has a nice flavor to it. I like that High Priestess. What else we got? Mythical Creatures, High Priestess. Love it. This is Ramblin Mike's Tarot, High Priestess. Thank you, Carol Ann Henderson. I love the little moon right there having a little smoke break. This is the High Priest. Oh, this is from the Fairy Tarot. May play with this tonight. I was thinking about these 22 majors, just have some fun. See what these little fairy majors have to say to us tonight. I may very well play with that tonight just to have some fun. This is the Golden Visconti High Priestess. It's one of the oldest renditions of the High Priestess known on the planet. What is this thing? 1500s or something? It's in the old museum right there. Of course, it doesn't have gold behind it. It's just, this is the Golden Visconti. Yeah. High Priestess right there from the Golden Visconti. The Art Nouveau, Grand Trump. I love the back on this as well. I'm going to hold that up there for you. Not particularly my favorite High Priestess, but it doesn't look like she has to go to hell for 6 months out of the year. And that's part of the High Priestess. She has to go to hell half of the year. Yeah, anyway. She's not happy about it either. And this is the classic Universal Tarot. It's got an awesome back on it as well. The Universal. And what else I got here? This thing. I'm not sure what to call this because I can't pronounce this feller's name. Somebody pray for me. How the hell do I say this character's name, man? Because I like this deck and I want to use it. I love the pencil drawings and all of that. But I guess I'm just going to call it Grand Trumps. Yeah, my pencil Grand Trumps right here. Yeah. And let me see. All right. I reckon we're around to crack some books now. Showed you a bunch of High Priest right here. Let's see what the books have to say about the High Priestess. I'm going to be teaching tonight from the guidebook, comes with the kit, Terra Illuminati. Kim Huggins has a poem in here. I love it. Thank you for the gift. Sandy, very kind of you. So this is one of the books. I'm teaching also from the the Magical Course in Tarot by Michelle Morgan. I love the descriptions in this book right here. This book also opened me up to intuitive hits, and as well as my main book tonight, Tarot Fundamentals. It's a trilogy set. This is the first one, Tarot Fundamentals. There's also a red one. I will be sharing more of that as well. The red one is full of all kinds of tarot spreads and actually has incantations and all kinds of shit in that book, that red one right there. And then the green one is definitely the book about the Kabbalah and the deeper things of the tarot with the Hebrew lettering, the Tree of Life. But this is just Tarot Fundamentals right here. Pretty much just describes the cards, describes the process. There's a lot in these books. There are a lot. I think they're reasonable too, man, anymore. All right, the High Priestess. Let's do it. Let's crack some books. All right, High Priestess right here from the Tarot Fundamentals. The High Priestess is the custodian of all knowledge, represented by the scroll upon her lap. Her crown represents her ability to understand the secrets of the scroll. The High Priestess is the symbol of research, study, and analysis. Her gifts lay in abstraction and theory rather than in practical application. Knowledge can be used in a variety of ways to seduce, attack, defend, teach, or find solutions. Too much knowledge can isolate the High Priestess on her island. When embarking on a personal search for answers, it is the priestess' choice whether or not to share what she knows. She graces the most deserving with her secrets. It's like that. To others, she remains silent. That's interesting that it says that. I've never really seen the high priestess as holding back information. But what I think what they're talking about right there is, in my opinion, the high priestess lives right here, right? She lives right here in all of us. She is the guardian. She stands in front of the temple, Solomon's temple, the temple, right? And it is her job to know what to allow into the soul and what to allow out of the soul. Maybe that's what they were talking about right there. I don't think that Source wants to hold back any kind of knowledge or spiritualness from any of us, but her job is to protect your soul. So that's why we listen to the high priestess, right? About even what to let out, because a lot of us empaths give too much. And she may be like, easy with all that. But that's where I believe the high priestess lives, right there at the temple of our soul. That's that doorway right there, Solomon's temple on that card. The evolution of tarot has linked the high priestess to all feminine aspects of the divine. She represents sensitivity and complete understanding of spiritual mysteries. That's what I'm talking about right there. She is intuitive and has all kinds of knowledge and brings it on the inside of you, elevating your intuition and inner truth. She holds these secrets and reminds you that someday, here we go. I don't like this. No, it says right here, she holds these secrets and reminds you that someday you will know them too. Today is that day. Don't be waiting. Oh, hell no. Yeah, I want these secrets today. I want these inner knowings today. Have not because you ask not. And that's definitely a trick of the enemy, right? To tell us, these gifts aren't for you. They're not. They're not for you. You're not special. That's a bunch of bullshit. We're all special. We're all gifted here. This is the gifting of intuition, and nobody has more intuition than another. Other people have stretched their intuitive muscles, just like when we go to the gym and we work out. All of us have biceps, but not all of us got pythons for biceps. That's because there's people that go in there and stretch those muscles. Anyway, let's stretch these spiritual muscles. When the high priestess speaks to you, she says, I spring from the deep, damp wells of knowledge residing inside of you. I contain the secrets and truth of your past, present, and future. I am the book of you. When you seek an answer, I'm the inner voice who responds. And again, I would say that nobody hears from your God better than you hear from your God. And any kind of tarot reading should do nothing more than confirm what your God has already told you. That's the high priestess. Learn my language. I communicate through symbols and synchronicities, impulse and intuition, often only making sense after events have run their course. Well, of course, hindsight is 2020. Let's get a little more tuned in so we don't have to learn after the event. What we've got. I will not always be liberal. That's a high priestess I know. She don't play with me. she used to. She used to come to me when I was foolish and younger. She'd be like, what are you doing in here? Like a place I wasn't supposed to be. What are you doing in here? I'd be like, what are you doing in here? Well, I follow you around. I live on the inside of you. What the hell are you doing in here, Mike? Get the hell out of here. Right? I learned to listen a lot more these days. You will never be led astray. Learn to trust my voice. I am your intuition and your subconscious. Nice stuff right there. I like it. As you can tell, I'm digging on the High Priestess. I'm going to just start flowing and all that kind of stuff, right? That's intuition. That's channeling right there. Let's see what Michelle Morgan, the Magical Course in Tarot, her description of the High Priestess. The High Priestess embodies the intuitive. Here is the still blue space deep within you, where the clamor of logic and ego give way beneath the rhymes and rhythms of wind and water and the slow, quiet turning of the stars. Intuition speaks in a whisper, preferring colors and textures over language and sound. Moonlight to street lamps, empathy and trust to control. With this card, you are invited to partake of blood and spirit. It's a heavy card. To participate in your own mythology, to quiet yourself and reestablish your kinship to the divine. Trust what you feel, and you will find that the questions answer themselves. This is good stuff, man. It's good stuff. Definitely one of my more favorite cards in the tarot deck. All right. Classic interpretations. Here's something else, man. All right. Here we go. Traditional meanings. Traditional meanings for the High Priestess in the upright. Okay. Hidden secrets. And, many times when I'm doing a love reading, I throw out the High Priestess. That is the first thing that it screams at me, Because when we're reading, love stories on YouTube, there's, generally secrets. And that's the first thing when I was looking at High Priestess, I get quiet. I'm like, because it can be about intuition and psychic abilities and connection in the 5D with 20 twins or strong soulmates, all that fun shit. But that's the first thing I see, and that's the first thing they put right here too. Hidden secrets. It does also say occult knowledge. Okay. But generally in a love reading, the one that's being a knucklehead is not into discovering occult secrets, at least not today. They're normally more interested in not letting you know some kind of secret. But anyway, that's about discernment, right? And you discern that with other cards that are around you. Keeper of feminine mysteries. So very, very, very powerful. Absolutely high vibrational, divine feminine energy. And I encourage everybody to delve into that in a higher degree. What does it say? Unrevealed future and hidden influences at work. Platonic love. Eternal truth. That's nice. Let's see what Kim Huggins says. Let's see what Kim Huggins says as traditional meanings if it shows up on your tarot spread. This is nice right here. It says silence to find answers. That's really using the High Priestess energy, right? Silence. What's she call this? Oh, she names this card Silence Gestating Mystery. Ain't that a fun name for this card? Silence Gestating Mystery. Who's that? Thank you. Okay, wonderful. That's amazing, Elo. That's what we're all doing right here. We're all learning to get tuned into this amazing energy that's already within us. This is the divine within. What else we got right here? Psychic abilities and visions, remembering, seeking inner wisdom, mystery, stillness. And the high priestess can absolutely talk with that too, about stillness and quietness between people. Somebody with great inner vision and wisdom, learning from your intuition, in action as the best course of action. That's an interesting right there. In action as the best course of action. Many times, I mean, it's all called inspired action. I mean, Nike, I think, got it wrong with the just do it. No, it should be just do it with inspired action. Yeah. Yeah. All right. Traditionally, get a little bit right here for traditional meanings in the reverse. Ignoring your instincts or ignoring your intuition. A deceptive person. Conceited, it says. Frantic and irrational behavior. Avoiding the truth of the situations. Fear and entrapment. All right. That's nice right there. A couple of keywords right here on our high priestess. Just to wrap it up. I'm still looking around for my journal. Good night, Irene. I know where it is. All right. Here we go. You can pause these and write them down in your journal later. Mystery, the unknown, virgin, intuition, female, subconscious, darkness, secret keeper, knowingness, serenity, introspection, mystical vision, secrets, silence, gestation, faith, privacy, study, wisdom, confidentiality, self-control, threshold, duality, wise woman, and knowledge. I call the high priestess, and she's on the book right here. Everybody loves the high priestess, man. I call it my mysterious woman. This is the mysterious woman, and the high priestess, if she shows up in your spread too, I mean, she's sexy, She's sexy, man. She's hot. She's spiritual, she's intuitive. Ooh la la, I mean, for fellas like me, this is the only kind of girl that would work. Ain't that right, fellas? Yeah. My mysterious woman right here. So hope you got something out of that tonight. I will definitely try to remember to bring all of my materials next time I decide to teach. Hope you got something out of our little short high priestess tonight. A very, very deep card, and definitely not going to do it justice just by talking about it for 10 minutes. Anyway, hope you got something out of that. I enjoy the high priestess.